As 2024 is coming to an end and we're going into 2025, here's my top tips for landscaping your garden next year. Tip 1. Use a known brand, such as Bradstone, Pavestone, Brett. Use a brand that is well known and you know you're going to get a quality product. You don't want to be using a brand offline with no name to it, just says porcelain slabs. You've got no comeback with anything. These slabs have been tested, they've been put through the paces. You want to use a product that you know that you've got some comeback with if there's ever an issue. Tip 2. It's not always about cost. If you can just wait another year, save a bit more money to get the right tradesman for the job, please do that. Don't always think, oh, I'll get someone a bit cheaper, because it's not always about the cost. Sometimes someone is cheaper and they do a great job. It's not always about the cost, it's about getting that dream project done for you. Tip 3. If you want a general pricing costs for paving, it's a bit up and down throughout the country, it's very regional specific, but a good rule of thumb is around £200 a square metre for paving. Yes, I know some people are going to say that's it's not for me, it's 180, or I charge 250 to 300. It's a rough idea to give you a guideline of what you might pay for paving. There's so much at play with that, such as drainage, access, is the walls to build, is it tiered garden? That is just a rough idea of how much paving might cost. Tip 4. So consider the drainage as well of the garden. Where is the water off the paving going to go? Is it going to go into a channel drain? Is it going into vegetation? Where will that water go? It's one thing to always consider when doing any paving projects, because you don't want to have your job completed and then you stop pooling on your paving. You want to be directing it into a system or directing it somewhere where you know it's going to drain. Tip 5. Grouting products. Choose the right grouting product. So there's so many out there and they all offer different pluses and minuses. Choose the right grouting project for the situation. So for porcelain, there's tile grouts, there's epoxies, there's flow point, lots of different things out there. There's quite a few different ones for natural stone paving that you can't use on porcelain. Choose the right product for your paving. Tip 6. Also choose the right paving. So there's natural stone, there's concrete and there's porcelain. So you wouldn't want to use a natural stone where it's below a lot of trees or heavy vegetation areas. It's not going to stay its colour, it's going to go green. You want to probably get something that's easy to clean, such as porcelain. Likewise, it's a very open space and the style of the house suits that you can use natural stone paving. But use the right paving for the area, because some areas do not suit types of paving. Tip 7. Consider access. So access to a property. It could literally put up your project thousands of pounds depending on access. If you've got a standard pedestrian gate at the standard width, then you should have no problems. But if you've not got that standard width, you can't get machinery around, it's going to cost a lot more if it's going to have to be hand dug. There's a lot more involved in that. Also consider manholes. So we've been looking at a lot of projects where they don't have any manholes or very little, but we've had projects where they've had 4. So manholes take time to cut in, which adds on to the price of your project, where one tradesman might not consider it, but some tradesmen do consider it to be a bit more work. It's something to consider. And also, if you're going to get paving, you want to go for a recess lid as well, so you can cut in and blend it in a lot better. It does look a lot nicer. And they're my tips for landscaping your garden in 2025.